My name's John Marston. I'm here to bring two men to justice. Bill Williamson, Javier Escuela.
Hello again, John. We gotta stop meeting like this.
Bien, bonjour YouTube et bienvenue pour une nouvelle aventure. Nous partons sur Red Dead Redemption, premier du nom, sorti originellement sur Xbox 360 et PS3. Nous sommes dans une version remasterisée sortie, elle, sur PS4, Switch et Xbox. Donc quand je dis PS4, c'est PS4, PS5. Quand je dis Xbox, c'est Xbox One, Xbox Series X et S, mais également sur Nintendo Switch. Alors pour la Switch, vous trouvez la cartouche soit vous pouvez trouver le jeu en magasin ou via le Nintendo eShop. Et pour les versions PS4 et Xbox, alors il est possible que le jeu soit dispo en physique, mais ça je suis pas vraiment sûr. Moi j'y joue d'une autre façon. Donc, en plus de le trouver via les stores Xbox et PlayStation, vous avez également la possibilité, si vous avez l'abonnement GTA+, disponible uniquement donc sur PlayStation 5 et Xbox Series, vous avez la possibilité d'avoir accès sans surcoût, voilà, pour pas dire gratuit parce que c'est pas gratuit réellement, mais sans surcoût, vous avez accès à deux jeux. GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition, donc qu'on a fait d'ailleurs en let's play, avec donc GTA San Andreas, GTA 3 et GTA Vice City. Et depuis peu, alors j'ai pas la date exacte, vous avez accès également à ce jeu Red Dead Redemption, premier du nom. Donc nous sommes sur une version, alors je sais pas si c'est la version PS4 ou une version PS5, enfin bref, nous sommes sur une version remasterisée, encore une fois je le répète, à une fréquence d'image de 60 images secondes avec les sous-titres. Et nous partons découvrir l'histoire que je n'ai pas fait à l'époque et pour laquelle je ne me suis absolument pas du tout intéressé. Quand le 2 est sorti, en fait, j'ai commencé le 2, j'ai fait les 2 ou 3 premières heures, je pense, sur le jeu. J'ai arrêté, je suis passé à autre chose. Et là, je me suis dit, pourquoi ne pas commencer avec le premier? Ça serait quand même mieux. Et là, qui est dispo via l'abonnement GTA+, c'est encore mieux. Alors, appuyez, hop, Red Dead Redemption, en normal, c'est parti. Aucune sauvegarde. Et bon, on en crée une. Voilà. Ce jeu utilise une sauvegarde automatique. C'est pas grave, je me préfère. Allez, Exode en Amérique. Début de l'aventure.
for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Et hop là, nous voici lancés dans le Far West. Allez au saloon. Alors, ouais, le jeu est plutôt fluide quand même. Pour courir, maintenez ça. Pour sprinter, tapoter. Ok, ça là-dessus. C'est pas trop compliqué. Ah, t'as un peu trop bu toi.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Là, suivez Jake jusqu'aux chevaux.
Mr. Marston, let's get.
On sent quand même que c'est d'époque quand même. Quand je dis d'époque, je parle de génération... génération PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. Mais bon, du paysage qu'on voit assez loin. Pas très rempli non plus. même temps, le Far West, hein.
Whoa! So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most read it back to you. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Ok, l'immersion est réelle, hein.
Are you planning on spending any time in
L'immersion
Armadillo,
est bien
Mr.
faite, ouais.
Marston?
Je dois bien l'avouer.
I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Giddy up. Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Encore loin.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill. Gee up.
Fort Mercer.
Come on, easy up now.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Approchez-vous de Fort Mercer.
Come on. Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Ça fait mal. Rejoignez Bonnie. Bonnie est indiquée sur votre carte par l'icône.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Il est mal en point quand même, hein.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse. Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like.
Visitons le ranch.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. Yeah! And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't bite. How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around.
La bande son qui s'accompagne aussi, ça.
Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Come on.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all. Get your rifle out. It's about time these little thieves met their maker.
Débarrassez-vous des lapins. Ah, attends.
Better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, I see. Good shot. That's it. Kill
Vous
those
censez
little
vous
Barbies.
abstenir.
Much obliged for the help. Them rabbits can be wily little critters. Let's mount up and patrol the rest of the property. Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover. If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Look out! Coyotes! Shoot them before they get to the animals! Yeah! That coyote won't be back. You're going after the chickens.
Come on!
Easy now.
Come on! Easy. Huh. Let's go!
Qui est?
Here we are. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
A beautiful wife is no guarantee of full male potency.
Hop là, une petite sauvegarde. Hop. Ça c'est fait. Voulez-vous sauvegarder? Oui. Oui, je le veux. Attends. On m'a dit ouvrir.
Change of season in the air. Feel it in my patient's bones.
Voilà. Information sous forme de carte ou de journaux. Ok. C'est intéressant à savoir. Changer de tenue. Ouh. Oula. Ah d'accord. Je peux en récupérer comme ça. D'accord. Oui, il y en a des tenues, dis donc. Putain. Hop là.
Ah, see? Howdy.
Hop là.
Yeah. Easy. Come on. Hey.
Alors. Ouais, on voit. En tout cas, ouais. Pour un remaster, il est quand même bien fait. Ouais. Bien conservé, on va dire.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I'll bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
All right, I'll show you how we ride round these parts.
Hop là, montez sur votre cheval. Allez au départ de la course.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Whoa! Let's go! Come on! Come on!
You'll have to do better than that. Yeah.
You still think you're gonna win this, don't you? Come on. Let's pick up the pace.
I'll catch you. Just you wait.
Are you saving the best for last? Yeah. I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. Would you like me to slow down?
Giddy up.
Come on. Should I wait for you to catch up?
Come on, boy.
How you doing back there?
Même pas le temps de visiter, hein.
Come on.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Là. Vous pouvez aller parler au Marshal Johnson à Armadillo jusqu'à l'icône M de votre carte. Ouais. Alors, justement, en parlant de carte, objet, cheval de bataille. C'est quoi ça? Carte. Voyons voir. Ah ouais, quand même. Ah ouais, la carte est quand même grande. Oh, où est-ce que je vais? Non, on va rester par là. Armes. Ok. Journal. Ok. Options. Tiens, il y a deux, trois trucs que je voulais voir. Commande. Ah, c'est ça, c'est une version PS4, ça. Ça ressemble pas du tout à la DualSense. Audio. Mhm. D'accord. Ah, je savais pas qu'il l'avait quand même implémenté là-dedans. D'accord. Bon, c'est pas grave. Fais voir les stats. Ok. Eh ben... Oh non, on va continuer avec Bonnie.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston.
J'y serais allé moi-même, ça aurait été... J'y serais allé moi-même, il aurait fallu que je me refasse l'aller-retour. 2 fois en plus. Conduisez le chariot jusqu'à Armadillo. C'est
You're
parti.
looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you
Hop
live.
là.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. Kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom. got a choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
On est arrivé.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Direction le cabinet du docteur. Bonjour Doc.
Just finished helping a patient. How can I?
Hello there.
You need something for that gout?
Hop là. J'ai pas de sous. Alors, hop. Les médicaments et autres objets sont rangés dans votre besace. Appuyez sur ça pour ouvrir votre besace. Je suppose que c'est ça, voilà. Et utilisez-la pour sélectionner une fois que l'objet est sélectionné, vous pouvez là pour l'utiliser. Oui. Mais il n'y en a pas besoin. Pousse-toi, toi.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Là. Honneur, plus 50. Vous pouvez maintenant acheter et louer les logements indiqués par l'icône. Ok. Bonjour. Vous pouvez sauvegarder votre partie dans les logements achetés ou loués, mais aussi y récupérer un cheval, des munitions et d'autres objets. D'accord. Ah, c'est là-haut au-dessus, ok. Vous pouvez maintenant jouer au poker à divers endroits. Ok. C'est tout. Alors vas-y, fais voir la carte. Qu'est-ce qu'on a? Parce que je vois un point d'exclamation. Ah oui, c'est la diligence. Ok. Et du coup, on voulait aller voir le Marshal. Les objets sont disponibles dans les magasins. Ok. Les diligences peuvent vous conduire à différents endroits de la carte. Approchez-vous de la diligence ou sifflez pour la faire s'arrêter et grimper à bord. Ouais, ok.
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! And what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you, Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Let's head over to the saloon.
So who are we looking for?
Bunch of 2-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walt. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
I do what I can, Mr. Marston. We ain't the government.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Mount up, Marston. Walton's our man. God damn it, he's on to us. Get after him.
Suivons Walton. Le voiture.
Walton's as bad as you say he is. Why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's the start, but there's plenty more where he came from.
La musique est un peu de Mission Impossible quand même.
Hold up, Marston. He must be at the old Pleasance house. Probably best we take it on foot from here. Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill.
Move up to that wagon on your right. I'll cover you. Behind the crate, Marston. Head for the crate, boy. I'll cover you. Take that feller behind the rock, boy. You're right. Move up to that rock. I'll keep you covered. Watch out, get on back behind the outhouse. Good. Now move up to the outhouse, Marston. Follow me. Get into this way. Up here, cocksuckers. If you don't keep yourself
You're
under
about to go
control,
meet your maker,
I
and
may
I
have
doubt
to
he's
step
too
in and
happy
help
with
you
you.
out. I see one of them. Face my land. Walton's inside the house. Take him alive if you can. Walton, your killing days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend, I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yeah.
Je dois bien avouer que cette feature de pouvoir tirer dans les jambes sans les tuer, c'est quand même pas mal. Alors, attends, est-ce que je peux looter sur les cadavres? Vite fait. Fouiller. Hop. Alors, attends, hop. C'est dans un jeu comme celui-là. Hop.
Excuse me, mister.
Voilà. Allez. Après un combat, vous pouvez fouiller les corps. Oui, bah c'est ce que j'ai fait. Alors. Ok. Il est où mon cheval? Il y a. Ah par là toi. Ouais. On retourne en ville. Ah, franchement, pour un jeu de génération 360 PS3, il est quand même bien conservé. Y a pas à dire. Vous pouvez maintenant jouer au jeu du couteau à divers endroits. Bon, oui. Voilà. Attention à vous, messieurs, dames. Ah, zut. Allez. Hop. Certains étrangers ont besoin qu'on leur rende un coup de main.
Wow, they took my boy. My boy.
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took it.
Can't the police force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
Partez à la recherche du garçon disparu près de Hanging Rock. Du coup, certains étrangers qui vont rien demandent de rendre service. Ces tâches peuvent être commencées, continuées et terminées à tout moment du jeu. Alors, du coup, on a dit, on dézoome. Ça sera cette zone-là. Ça fait un peu loin quand même. Ouais. Service. Ah, c'est ça. Au bureau du shérif, une femme a déclaré que son fils avait disparu. Partez à sa recherche. Ok. Bah c'est parti. Bon. Commencer la quête du shérif parce que il n'est pas impossible qu'on y aille plus tard. Tiens, hop. Hop. Voyons voir.
Hello? Hello? Is Armadillo 731? What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall! 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 I'd just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
Là. Montez sur votre cheval. Allez. Pas express, hein. C'est parti.
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty purse the last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel mouse city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land. Not far now. Eyes open, boys.
C'est bien Ouais, parce qu'on est pas loin de la zone. On va changer de comté normalement.
Oh there! Everybody dismount and follow me. Head for the fort.
Easy.
Be ready, boys. We're probably
Ah,
going
cool.
to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Mhm.
Rustlers, find some cover.
Are you kidding me?
Are you going to shoot any of these rustlers, boy?
Ah zut.
Okay, boys, you head down that left fork. I'll take the right. Marston, you can come with me or go with them. What the hell?
On va après à droite, hein, mais bon.
Right, I'm in charge now.
That was some pretty damn good shooting, John.
Yep, maybe you ain't the tenderfoot I thought you was.
Coming from you, friend, that's a real compliment.
Au moment, il y en a, ils prennent pas leur balle. Oh, pleine tête.
This way.
There's a bridge up ahead. The rustlers are probably guarding it.
J'ai pas fouillé les autres tout à l'heure.
This way.
Ah merde, toi t'es vivant, puis t'es avec moi toi. Ah!
More like that, Marston, here.
Stay with me. I spotted a lot of these. Got him. You're the last one.
One for the government, boy. Are you kidding?
What are you waiting for? Do something. I'm the goddamn law. Hellfire! Shot!
Someone might as well have this.
Hey, little attention would be nice, Marston.
Here, put that fella to bed. Full foot. Let's cross while we still can.
Traverser le pont.
Damn, those Baller twins got themselves an army.
Yeah, rustling's a profitable business, and they ain't short on willing recruits these days.
Why'd a man break his back working 12 hours a day for a rancher who can't afford to pay him?
But the rancher can't pay him because those sons of bitches are robbing his cattle.
Yep, it's one of them vicious circle things the market keeps calling about. Across the ridge. Push forward. We gotta get to the marshal.
We should cross paths with the marshal up here.
He's been giving them hell on the other side.
That marshal of yours sure doesn't seem to mind getting his hands dirty.
Oh, he ain't afraid to pull the trigger, all right.
Allez, hop, grimpe. Ah! Allez. Hop. Ah, voilà, j'arrive. C'est où qu'il faut que j'aille?
You ain't leaving Pike's Basin alive.
Allez, c'est pas là.
More of these some bitches. Smoke them, boys.
You jump.
Woo! Keep dropping them like that, boy.
Let's push on to the bridges.
Alors, ça marche mieux que dans GTA. Hein. GTA, il fallait, pour certains, il fallait leur mettre plusieurs balles.
If it ain't me, it's someone else.
Where's your branding iron now?
Well, come on, then. Come on. Take some of that fire off the marshal.
What kept you boys? Come on, let's regroup.
I'll kill you!
What the hell?
Je peux l'avoir en revolver.
I'll kill the hell out of you.
Aussi loin.
You might as well give it up now.
I'm getting you twice, you son bitch.
Ah, attends. Il y a lui là.
You doing back there?
Hop là.
We've come for Mr. Gulch's cattle.
This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around and listen up. Let's get as close as we can before opening fire.
Get those here. Careful,
Christ alive.
down there. Watch out for these donkey cattle.
Get those thieving bastards! That bastard won't be rustling.
You can still run away!
My God. That's steady now. Don't leave yourself open. Good shooting, boy. Stay close. There's one more for the vultures. I see one of them. Looks like the bollards won't be rustling again anytime soon. Quick, let's get those hostages freed.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
You'd say that again.
But one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. West Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. West Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
là. Bon. Ah, Nigel West Dickens se trouve quelque part dans Cholla Springs. Et bah YouTube, c'est ici que se termine ce premier épisode sur Red Dead Redemption. On se retrouve du coup demain pour la suite de notre aventure. Salut!